So what do you think, Senate?
I definitely think there's going to be a coin in there. That's my best guess. And I'm hoping there's going to be a little cow figurine.
I wrote down, I thought it was like a key to the city, something metallic that would last for a long time.
I'm hoping something. I'm afraid nothing. But we were just saying we hoped it would be coins and we could maybe put them in our treasury.
Gold doubloons, for sure, absolutely.
Yes, coins of some kind, I hope.
A political picture, 62, okay, Kennedy and Johnson.
Maybe we'll find some other small memorabilia. I'm not sure what though, but that's the problem.
I don't know, I've heard some people say that there's a coin maybe, and so if there is, I'm excited to see what year is on there. I mean, we kind of know, but yeah, I don't care what's in there, I'm just excited to find out.
Okay, so I made the suggestion or the vote that we're going to find a coin or a paper currency from the year 1961.
I'm going to think that there's a little note in there with maybe a part of a newspaper, and it's going to have the date when it was put in there.
Some type of commemorative coin. I think it's going to be a map of Sun City Center at the time.
I think there might be a pamphlet for the publicity for the Sun City Center community.
I'm thinking a photo of Del Webb when it was just getting started.
I think it's stock from Del Webb's company.
Directions to buried treasure, which is in the parking lot of Rollins.
I put a card in. I think it's going to be a letter to the community. Like, hey, it's 60 years later. Hope everything's going good. Hope everything's okay. That's what I think.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming. So, as Sue mentioned, she wanted me to present, make a little presentation about the journey to get this time capsule. So we don't have just a whole lot of documentation about the time capsule, what's in it, or anything, but we do have a picture where they had a ceremony there at the shopping center. It was the first week, I think, after the property opened, the Sun City, Del Webb Sun City. And we do have this document here. It talks about that there was a time capsule placed at the top of the flagpole. Not exactly certain when this document was created. I tend to believe it was created sometime after, because some of the dates reflect backwards rather than forwards. So, again, as I said, we usually know a lot of information. That was the Sun City Shopping Center a long time ago. As you can see, there's a lot of changes that's taken place since then. You know, gas station was built on this corner, the bank was built. The second section of the shopping center was added on later. Interesting thing is right over here, when we're enlarged this, you can see that we had a beauty shop, a locksmith, and a dry cleaner. So not much has changed in that respect. So one of the challenges was, okay, how do we get to a flagpole that 40 feet in the air that doesn't belong to us? I don't know if they thought about that back in 1961. This was supposed to be a 100-year time capsule. Well, we don't even know that. So anyways, shopping center has changed hands many times. The current owner is SAG Global Companies. They bought it, I think, late last year or early last year. I contacted them. They're based in Miami. We spoke to the property manager and found out they were willing to let us go ahead and pursue trying to retrieve the time capsule, which was really good news for us for a change. This is the morning that we retrieved the time capsule. It was about 3 weeks ago, Sunday morning, about 9 o'clock in the morning. We didn't have hardly anybody there, as I mentioned, until the fire truck appeared. And the fire truck kind of surprised me because I'm thinking old school, you know, the fire truck's going to come here, they're going to extend the ladder up, they're going to climb up the ladder and lean over the end of the ladder to do this. I couldn't see how they would do that. Well, you notice here, this is a bucket truck. And so it just made a whole lot more sense. This is going to be a lot easier for them than I expected. Here they are deploying, trying to get to the time capsule. If you notice right up here to the left of it, we have a drone. So we actually have some drone video shot that day. Some pictures you'll see here from the drone itself. Here they're starting to remove the time capsule. So they worked, and they got a bigger wrench because that was not coming off very easily. They struggled quite a while trying to get the time capsule loose. And they worked in, and they finally got it off. So at this point, they determined that the new ball that we purchased was not going to work. It was the different threads, and so it became a challenge to see what they could do. So we had also bought the second part, which is this part here, which is called a truck. It's got the pulleys for the ropes. It's got the thread that matches the ball that we have. And they struggled with that for a good while and decided they couldn't do that either and would not budge. They were hitting it with the hammer and everything. So we had to come up with plan B at this point, and that was to transfer everything to the new ball and return the original stuff back to the flagpole. So they put everything together, put it all back in the box for us, and we've got the box here with the new ornamental ball and the contents of the time capsule. That's them returning the ball to the top of the flagpole. I actually skipped a very important part of this process as to how we got the fire truck here. And when we found out it was going to be expensive and a challenge to use a flagpole company, we thought that the retrieval was not going to happen. Until Lynn Rice came up with a suggestion to contact the fire department, and that's how they got involved. But I'll say that I heard this suggestion, and it was like, yeah, right, they're just going to come over here and take the ball down off this flagpole. So I said, okay, got to ask. So I drove over to the fire station one day, stopped in, I said, hey, I'm from Sun City, we've got this flagpole, it's got a time capsule at the top. We're wondering if you guys can come help us with this project. We need to get it down there. And they're going, yeah, sure, that sounds great. They go,
I deliver lots of treats to them.
they said that we're a very important community to the Hillsborough County in general, as far as, a lot of things that they have to do here. I think they're spreading it to the rest of the county. So we're kind of a big deal for them. So they told me, okay, contact the headquarters and they'll set it all up, they'll get the ball rolling. And they go, and if they say no, we're just going to do it anyways. So headquarters came back, said it's going to be, expect an answer in 3 weeks. Okay, very good. 2 days later, I said, sure, we'll be happy to do that. When do you want to do it? So gave them a date. So they showed up on the day that I mentioned a few weeks ago. So we've got him putting the original ornamental ball back on the flagpole. So this is the fire crew that showed up. We had a boom operator and 3 firemen that were in the bucket. The gentleman on the right is the captain of the shift. He came with them, and we invited him to come join us today. Especially since he knew what was in the time capsule, that he would actually open it for us. But he was not able to come today. So before I open this, I just want to say that we did consider contacting Geraldo Rivera. I mean, it was kind of obvious, but we thought that he probably was not in the surprise vault opening business after the last vault he tried to open. So I will go
David
ahead.
is our Geraldo.
I will be your Geraldo today. Well, I hope not. But okay, so the box here should have contents.
Do you have a drum roll?
Okay, time to go home.
Well, as you can see, it's a little bit smaller than the picture makes it look, and you know, some of the guesses probably wouldn't fit in there. Yeah, the lizard would still fit in there. I'm sad to report there are no screws. There's no apparent way to take this apart. So that means if there's anything, it's in the box. Okay, here we go.
David is empty.
No.
It is empty. No, I'm sorry. There's nothing. No, it's like a ribbon or something. There's no pin.
Oh, you know, they said, wait till those people, they're gonna be,
Yeah. So,
wow.
I'm sorry. So,
It's probably on the other phone.
our goal was to keep the components here for the History Society's archives of historic items. Fortunately, I bought it from Amazon. We still got a few days to return it. I don't know if Sue wants to return it or not, but that is an option. But I'm sorry.
Maybe someone took the ball
So we do have a winner, Richard Lesko. He says nothing empty on